I mean, I just know this.
Hey guys, it's Magic Kid here,
Someone else did. Not one.
and I am on a ship. So, can we go ahead and get off?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm on a ship. It's like a Columbus ship. And now, over there, we're going to another one. This is part 2, the last one, if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, we're walking out there. That's our tour guide. Hey, look, there's another YouTuber here. Yeah.
So we're about to go to that shit.
Yeah.
So,
We're not featuring him.
yeah, I'm gonna edit that out so fast.
Same.
I'm gonna edit that out so fast. Like, it's gonna be
Gone.
It's gonna be zoom out.
I'm gonna do a bit of magic.
He just got in trouble for it. Because he was zooming in.
I'm on the other ship now. I just didn't want to record me walking over here. So yeah, we're walking over here. There's our tour guide walking through. Look at that.
Alright everybody, just gather around right here. Get a good view of the map here.
The pushes up at this way. Where's those?
What's what?
That.
Remember, it's a tiller. It's how you steer the ship.
Oh.
This is much bigger.
What is that orange thing right there?
That is what it does, it's a light that you put on your life raft. You flip it over, and it starts blinking. So people can see you out in the middle of the ocean if you're stuck out in high seas.
So like the batteries are on one side, and when you flip it over, the batteries connect.
Pretty much. Alright, welcome aboard the Pinta, everybody. Now, what's the first thing that we notice about this ship?
It's bigger.
It's bigger. Now, originally the Pinta was bigger, but only slightly by about 5 foot. The Nina there, 65 foot exact to scale. This one's about 85 foot. So it was originally only 70. This one here was intended for chartering and built 15 years later. This one's only 13 years old, that one's 27. So she's a lot newer, and she also has a lot more modern features to it. But she's made for the modern day passenger. You go down below on this ship, you got 7 feet of headroom instead of just 5. And then you go down steps instead of a ladder. So it's much more accommodating for us today. Although the Coast Guard regulations are a lot different than the ones in the Cayman Islands where she was chartering, and so we're not allowed to let public down below on this one either. That's the only way up or down, and since we don't have fire exits, the Coast Guard says we're not allowed to let you guys down there. But it's pretty much modern amenities. We got TV, air conditioning, video games, full galley.
Where's video games at?
Down below on the TV. But
We can't go there.
yeah, you won't get to see that until you turn 18 and sign up as a crew member. Only when we got Wi-Fi. That's at the marinas, but we're at a park today. So now we're going to go over the history of the 4 voyages. Now bear with me, kids. It might get a little boring, but then we'll go up to the raised deck, and that'll get a lot more interesting for you. Yeah, they should be out of our way once. Yeah, they are. They're out of our way now. And so, first off, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in what year?
1964.
Not quite. not very close.
2002. 15.
Okay, let's get somebody else to guess.
1492.
Exactly. Good job.
Oh.
Yes, 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So it rhymes. That's how you're able to remember it. And so before that, he was rejected by many kings and queens all across Europe. He had proposed it to them, but nobody else wanted to do it. But once King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella pushed the Moors, the Islamic Empire, out of Spain, gave them a lot more time to delve into things like exploration. So Columbus gets 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Score.
Yes, someone paid attention in class.
Yes, she did.
And so Columbus crossed the ocean with those 3 ships. The Santa Maria being the largest of the 3, funded by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. They left from Palos, Spain here in early August. and went south to the Canary Islands off the west coast of Africa. Up here, those trade winds, due to the temperature change going farther north, blow right into Spain. Out down here, those winds go out. So he knew, as a very experienced navigator, that those winds go out and come back in. The gamble was if they went all the way to Asia. And so he takes the crew from the Canary Islands and tells them it's going to take about 30 days to make it to Asia. And so they head out on their way. They make it about halfway, about 17, 19 days into it. They hit this little bump here. Now that was a cloud bank. They thought that it was land. And so once they realized that it wasn't land, they went back to that latitude line and sailed westward. And so they get around here, and Columbus, it's about the 31st day. And on the 31st day, the crew mutinied. They said, Columbus, we're going to turn around. You can come with us, or we can throw you overboard. Take your pick. He pleaded with his life. He said, guys, give me 3 more days. You can have my year's worth of food. Throw me overboard and be better off yourselves. And they agreed. And on the second of those 3 days, they hit the coast of San Salvador, which is a small island in the Caribbean that is still named San Salvador. Columbus named it himself. It translates to Holy Savior. Literally saved his life from the crew. So Columbus, barely making it over there by the skin of his teeth, is island hopping, charting out all these islands that he's finding. Until, now keep in mind, he's dropping off a pair of pigs and a pair of rabbits. Columbus would drop these animals off and come back during the second voyage and search for them. If they repopulated, that indicated that there's fresh water on the island. They died